a pranic healer with more than 2 decades of experience, a Vajra master from the lineage of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, a grandmaster in Reiki, and a practitioner of dozens of energy healing modalities. He is one of the most sought after healer who is respected for his tailor-made sessions on out-of-the-box topics like crystals, cellular healing, mantra healing, and cords healing. He is revered for the guidance in healings and his extensive knowledge on various energy healing modalities. Friends, I would now request Piyush ji to take over this session.
Thank you, Nitin. Good evening, everyone. Atma, Namaste. May I request all of you to turn on your cameras so that we can interact in a better way. Great. So let us begin with an invocation with a prayer. Are you all ready? Okay, please sit comfortably, spine erect, eyes closed. Make sure that your back is not resting on the backrest of the chair. It's straight. If possible, sit facing east. Curl your tongue and connect it to your palate. Take a deep breath. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Put your hands together in front of your heart in a Namaskar mudra, or you can keep them open in a prayer mudra. Smile. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Be aware of your crown chakra. Smile at your crown. And mentally repeat after me. To the Universal Supreme Lord, Divine Father, Divine Mother, I humbly offer my love and gratitude-filled salutations. To my spiritual teacher, my Sadgurudev, Mahatma Chuakoksui, Chohan Jingni Ling, Mahaguruji Bodhisattva Miling, also known as Guru Rinpoche, and to all the great beings of the entire divine healing hierarchy, I humbly offer my salutations, my love, my faith, and my gratitude at thy lotus feet. I humbly invoke for the divine blessings, divine love, divine mercy, divine guidance, illumination. Thank you for blessing me with a very generous heart and a very intelligent and open mind. Thank you for empowering me to become a better, stronger, and a brighter light worker to serve the divine plan. We thank you all in full faith. So be it. Inhale the blessings. Hold. Exhale. You all may open your eyes with a beautiful smile. I salute the divinity within each one of you. So, how are you all doing? I know most of you, but there are a few new participants. I welcome them again. And today we all are here to have an introductory talk. That's a bit of information about the upcoming nurturing session on COTS. So, I hope everyone here is a pranic healer. I'm not sure about the new people. The people I know, they all are, right? So I'm assuming everyone here is a pranic healer. And I can still see some cameras are off. May I request them to turn on the cameras so that I can actually look into your eyes and have a very nice conversation? Wow, great. Great people here. Okay. So how many of you feel sometimes affected by energies or thoughts which you definitely know are not yours? A lot of people are raising hands. Great. So these are all because of some unharmonious, not so good, or we can say one easy word, negative thoughts connected to our energetic anatomy, right? We all have been taught the art of cords cutting, right from the basic class. Yes or no? After energizing, we cut the cords. After healing, we cut the cords, right? In advance in psychotherapy, we are taught more in-depth techniques. In self-defense class, we are taught fantastic techniques to cut the cords. But how many of you feel that in spite of applying all the techniques which are being delivered to you in the classes, you still feel that the cords are still there, or they are affecting you, or it was ineffective? You can raise your hands. I'll just. Yes. So can we do something about it? Yes, we have some more in-depth techniques to deal with these cords. Now, what is the rationale of doing this cords cutting? Until and unless a negative cord is connected to you, you apply n number of cleansings, sweepings, healings, energizings, the effect would be substantial because you are constantly connected to a supply of negativity. Or these cords may be draining you of your life force or of anything else. So until and unless you manage these cords effectively, your healings will not reap much benefit. This is the rationale of cords cutting. Okay, how many of you feel that the cords reappear after cutting? That once you cut the cords, they are again there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, a lot of people. So how do you actually deal with this problem? Sounds spooky and problematic, but it's easy. So in this session, which you are going to conduct on 23rd of January, I'm going to deliver you some beautiful techniques which will help you to manage these cords effectively. You'll also be empowered and given knowledge on deep energetic analysis of the cords. How do you analyze the cords? Because without understanding the quality of cords, their construction, their everything, you won't be able to manage them. Until and unless you know much about an infection or bacteria which is particularly affecting your body, if you don't do research, you won't be able to make antibiotics for that, right? Any doctors here or microbiologists here? Yes. So we have to do some research. So I would be equipping you with fantastic classification of cords, deep examination and analysis of cords, right? We would be giving you techniques to deal with uncuttable cords. That's a fantastic thing. And the most beautiful thing about this, I would be revealing a fantastic technique applying which you can know the source of the cords or which person is on the other end of the cord. Now, this technique is not being revealed in any of the classes except my cord sessions. So you can definitely know what is the source of the cords, from where this cord is coming, and how to manage it. Do you think this technique is going to help you if you actually get to know what is the source of the cord? Yes, no? You can unmute yourself and tell me.
Yes, it will definitely help us.
Yes. So this is the main highlight of the session. Now, this session would be conducted on 23rd of January, and the timings would be 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time. We would start at 11, and the session will, end up around 6 p.m. in the evening. We'll have breaks, lunch breaks, coffee breaks in between, right? So do you all have any other question regarding this? Any doubts? You want to say something? Any queries? Feel free, you can talk to me. Eligibility, beautiful question. I was expecting this. So the eligibility for this class is psychic self-defense or arhatic yoga. But a lot of people are actually texting me that they have not done the self-defense class and they have done just psychotherapy. So for them, what we can do is, if they are aware of the different bodies that we have, that is bodies beyond the etheric body, right? If you have been trained or given information about these bodies by your trainer, you can join the class with a psychotherapy certificate also. I am actually, allowing this for the first time. Otherwise, up till now, it was straight away only self-defense graduates were eligible to take this class. But now self-defense graduates or arhatic yoga graduates or psychotherapy graduates with a fair degree of knowledge of different bodies can join this class. Yes, who has the next question? No? Okay, someone asked price of the session. Okay. Now it's not the price, it's just a contribution. It's an energy exchange. We are not selling something, right? So it's not the price. So I have used a different term for that. It's for all the people who are living in India, it's 4,000 rupees. And all the people who are living outside India, it's $80. Now we convert it to an INR, it comes to around 6,000 rupees or so, right? This is the energy exchange for the class. Okay, now we have some participants who have done this Scott session with us in the past. May I request them to unmute them and just share with the participants and the whole group, honestly, whatever they feel like about the session and how the session helped them in your healings and all.
Namaste, Piyush.
Marcus, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello, everyone. I am practicing pranic healing and arhatic yoga for about 15 years, and I can only highly recommend the courses from Piyush. And cord cutting makes really the life of us pranic healer easier, because there are really a lot of cords and on many levels, and we learn a simple technique for very fast and very effective cord cutting. Normally, when we cut cords, we cut it either fast, cut, and it comes back. It's not good. Or we cut, and maybe you already know the technique, we clean back to the roots. But this needs a lot of time. And with Piyush technique, it is very fast and very simple. And also my understanding becomes much more deeper. So I highly recommend it. And thank you very much, Piyush, for priceless teachings.
Thank you, Marcus, for coming up and sharing your experience. Thank you so much. Marcus has been a fantastic healer. And
you're welcome. And you're welcome, sorry. And it is only the truth. Okay.
Thank you, Marcus. So he has been doing fantastic healings on really typical cases and coming up with beautiful results. He's a humble student of Master and my Guru Bhai. Thank you, Marcus. So do we have anyone else who would like to share their experience?
Atma Namaste, Piyush sir.
Atma Namaste. कुलविंदर जी कैसी हैं?
Yes, मैं अच्छी हूँ, आप कैसे हैं?
बिल्कुल बढ़िया.
मैंने आपके साथ में बहुत सारे कोर्सेज किए हैं और मुझे हमेशा बहुत सरप्राइज हुआ है कि जो चीजें मैंने कहीं भी नहीं सुनी है वो सिर्फ मैंने आपसे सीखी है और it has given me lot of results in my case and in also with my clients. Some are very unique with my healer friends, they are coming across so many issues, and sometimes I just tell them that I'll just do cord cutting for you, you do your healing. And with simple cord cutting, what I've learned from you, I do that and they always get result after that without even healing themselves. Like they don't even do their healing session fully, but in 2 sessions or 3 sessions, which chronically problem is there and it has not been healed, but it gets healed with cord cutting. That's what I've realized. Many things which don't get resolved by constant healing for 3 months also, but with this cord cutting, I have got a lot of results with my clients and especially with my child. So I'm looking forward to do this again with you because you gave so many techniques and I have still not mastered everything. So I want to master everything what you have given in that session because it was too much to, grasp it and master it. So I'm joining this time again. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. You're most welcome to join us. You're always there. And
Yeah.
Kulvinder is a professional pranic healer from Mumbai. She has been doing miraculous healings. And she's a very sought after healer local there in Mumbai. Right? And she has been always coming up with beautiful results. Thank you, Kulvinder ji, for coming up. Really nice to have you.
Good evening, sir.
Namaste, Auntie.
Namaste. I would also like to speak 2 words.
Yes, sure, Auntie.
Atma Namaste, sir, and Atma Namaste to everyone who are attending this session. I'm Nasreen here. I'm in pranic healing from last 3 years. I'm PhD student from last 3 years, 2019, 2018-19. Like that. I have done almost all the courses with Piyush sir, and the specialty is that you gain the knowledge from the root level to top PhD like that in one session. He will tell why, from the root, he will explain you everything else which goes in mind. And I try to revise also, so that revision makes me perfect. I have done this cord cutting, and there is so many cords we are connected to, we get connected to. So I'm talking about only negative cords. I'm not talking about positive cords. I'm telling you the cords which makes a lot of difference are negative cords. So through negative cords, through all levels, it teaches us to cut down from the root, and there we are benefited in our healing. And as the madam says, the cord healing also cures you. No need of healing, or you should not be, if there is no time, that cord healing will be done within few minutes. And that is the trick. I love it. I am very much, and this time also I am going to revise it with sir. It's my God's blessing that I got connected to Piyush ji and Piyush team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Auntie. It's the grace of the teacher and our Gurudev, Mahatma Chokoksui. Let's salute him for all the teachings that he has given us. Thank you, Auntie, for coming up. As Kurvinder ji and Nasreen Auntie said, that's a very correct thing. See, we must not forget one thing that was taught in our classes. The body heals itself. We just remove the block which stops the body to heal itself. That is the principle of self-recovery. This is taught in the basic class only. Yes or no?
Yes.
So with this cords cutting, these cords create a block in our general well-being. We just remove these. We remove the negative thoughts also. And the moment we remove it, our body starts healing itself. So cords cutting in itself is very therapeutic. Right? Yes. Who else has to say something? You have any queries or questions or doubts? I think Padmalata ji asked something. She also wants to review. So all those who want to review, you can get in touch with Nitin, and he will help you with this registration for the reviewers. Right? The fees would be much lower for the reviewers. Right? So don't worry about that. Yes. Do we have someone else who wants to ask something or say something? Any doubts, queries, anything? No?
Atma Namaste, sir.
Atma Namaste.
Yes, sir. I'm attending your this session first time. I'm the newcomer. Yeah. So just I have few queries that there are few cords which are subconsciously connected to us. It's mentally. There is a mental blocks, you can say. Do we cut them? Do we learn to cut them also?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. We would be cutting them also, right? And I'll also help you to get to know the source of that cord and how to remove it permanently and effectively, right?
Okay.
And we will also do an energetic analysis of the whole cord. It would be like just an X-ray view of the whole cord. You'll get to know what is there, what sort of energy is being transferred, everything.
Okay.
So this session will cover all of this. That's an in-depth session about the cords.
Okay, sir. Do we get the recording so that we can review it again and again so that practice will be
You
done?
won't get the recordings. You won't get the recordings, Aryabhadiji. So what we are planning is we may play the recordings of the session on one of the Sundays after this 23rd. We'll decide the date and tell you. We might do that. We are not making any commitment regarding that. But you would not be getting any recording for your use so that you can do it anytime. So you have to pay full attention in the class. And with Master's Grace, if we agree, the whole team agrees to play the recordings on one of the days after this 23rd January, we'll do that so that you can revise the session.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the thing.
Thank you.
Great. Yes, anything else? Any other doubts, queries? Now, Nitin has posted in the group chat the link for the WhatsApp group, which you can join and you can ask your questions regarding that. Nitin has also posted the link of the Google form, and you can click that form and register yourself. It's posted in the group chat. You can copy that link and save it. Or you can just join the WhatsApp group and the link would be posted again there. Great. So I think that's for all. Let's do a Thanksgiving prayer. Shall we? Okay, please sit comfortably. Just a second. Hemaji wanted to ask something. Yes, Hemaji. Atma Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Atma Namaste, sir. I wanted to tell you, I'll share something. A few days back, I had to do a healing for a person who has schizophrenia. A close relative, but since the relatives were quite upset, I couldn't get a feedback. What I noticed was that his upper chakras were all highly congested.
Hemaji, there is slight disturbance in your voice. Can you please remove that headphone so that it would be better for us?
Can you hear me better now, Dr.
Yeah, it's much better now. Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. So what I was saying was that I noticed that his upper chakras, all the relevant chakras were all highly congested and highly overactivated. So I thought I would do the cord cutting for in the beginning. And it took me a while to cut the cords. It took me a long time because I felt like it was not all gone. So I kept doing it again and again and again. And at the end of it all, I noticed that all the chakras had come down to normal size without doing any healings. They were all in the normal size. So then afterwards, I was drained. So I just put a shield and I left it. But later, I kept checking the status, and I found that the chakras were all the right same size and they were maintained that way. Now, since I didn't have any feedback, I can't say how the effect was. But going by the size of the chakras, I presume there must have been some good effect. Can you say something about this, sir?
See, when you don't get a feedback, it's okay. Sometimes it's not possible because of some limitations, but you must believe in your scannings. When you said that every chakra was normal, right? And even after some time, that balance was maintained. This definitely will prove a very, this proves your effectiveness of your cords cutting and healings. And again, it's the confirmation of the same thing. It's the confirmation of the same thing. When you remove the block, which is stopping the chakra to maintain and run in a balance, the body itself creates that balance. It realigns all the chakras. So you remove the problem that was there, right? That was the block which was disbalancing the chakra. and you removed that. And this is the beauty of the teachings of Master. See, this thing was taught to us right in the basic class, principle of self-recovery and cords cutting. After energizing, we have to cut the cords, we have to disconnect. Now, my whole class is based on just these two things which are taught in the basic class. And believe me, if you practice proper cords cutting and proper psychotherapy, you remove some negative blocks and you create a sheet, what would happen? 50% of the healings are already done. In rare cases, you will need to sweep all the chakras and balance them and even energize them. They will get energized by themselves only. Right? So this technique, practicing cords cutting, this is the very first thing that you must do before doing any healings. As far as I know, you are also a pranic healing instructor and a professional healer. No?
Not really. I'm not an instructor, sir.
Okay, you're not an instructor. I thought you were instructive with Reddy Sir's group. Okay. So with these heal, always make it a point. Even if you're not attending this class, whatever techniques you are being taught in the sessions, in the classes, use that, cut the cords, and then do the healings. 50% of your workload would be reduced. The amount of effort that you put in for cleansing and energizing would be reduced by more than half. And in some cases, it comes down to just 10%. So that is very, very important. Right? And we have been, witnessing these sort of phenomena since 20 years. We have been looking into these things, right? So cords are something which must be never ignored. And we all practice this cords cutting. And second thing is general sweeping. These two techniques, we just take for granted. Normal cords cutting kar diya, that's it. General sweeping, bas haath hila diya, that's it. We must always do these two techniques. If we apply these properly, 50% of the ailment vanishes magically, right? And that is the beauty of the teachings of Master. Okay, great. So, anything else? Any doubts, queries? You want to say something? You want to share something? The stage is all yours. No? Okay. Let us now.
So just, I'm Atma Namaste, sir. I'm Anita Ravishankar.
Atma Namaste.
Sir, I just didn't get you right. I didn't hear you right in the beginning. You said the class is from 11 to 6 o'clock. And is there a lunch break, or you said there is no lunch break?
There would be coffee break. There would be lunch break.
Okay.
Right. We'll give you 3 breaks.
Yeah, I just need to make some arrangements. That's the reason, sir. Yes, thank you.
The lunch break would be around 2 p.m. Nitin, 2 p.m.? Yes, it would be around 2 p.m.
Yeah, sir, I would like to add one sentence.
Yes, Auntie.
Yes, I have spoke about all the classes. Okay, I would like to mention specially that the cellular healing is the special class of Piyush sir. He, I'm benefited in the class itself, I would like to say. So I was a diabetic patient from 15 years and I got relief within a week from diabetic insulin treatment. So I would suggest each and every person to do all the classes what Piyush sir teaches. Really, all of you are very, very, blessed that you have come here. Come to Piyush sir. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Being a pranic healer in itself is a big, big blessing.
Blessing.
What happened with Namaste Auntie was really a miracle. She was on insulin injections and she did cellular healing with us. And after 1 week, she called me up and said, Piyush, my doctor has advised me to stop all insulin and all diabetes medicine. My sugar is completely normal. Right. This was the grace of the teacher. And cellular healing was just medium through which that blessing was delivered to her from Master. Right. So that's a beautiful memory with us, right?
So when are you conducting the next cellular healing?
See, cellular healing we did just 2 months back.
I know. Yes, I missed it.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Generally, my sessions are repeated once in a year. But this time we have some really beautiful people from Middle East and they all caught me up, tied me up and said, you have to take cellular healing for us. So for those 30-40 people, I had to arrange a 6-monthly class. Otherwise, you would expect this class in May or June.
Okay.
Right. So this time you please expect it next class in May or June only.
Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, so yes, who has the next question or wants to share something? No one? Okay, let's do a Thanksgiving prayer then. Please join me. Sit comfortably, eyes closed, curl your tongue and connect it to your palate. Beautiful smile on your face. Put your hands together in front of your heart in a Namaskar mudra, or you can keep them open in a prayer mudra. Be aware of your heart. Smile from your heart. Look up internally to your crown. Smile at your crown. And let us offer our gratitude to the divine hierarchy, to the universal supreme law, divine father, mother, my spiritual teacher, Mahatma Choakoksui Chohanjeng Miling, Mahaguruji Bodhisattva Miling, and to all the great, great beings of the entire divine healing hierarchy. We humbly offer you our gratitude for all the blessings, all the grace, for all the divine light, love, protection, and guidance that you continuously shower upon us. Thank you for bringing us together as one big spiritual family. Thank you for choosing us to be a disciple of our Sadgurudev, Mahatma Choakoksui. Super thankful to you all, in full faith. So be it. You all may open your eyes with a beautiful smile. I thank you all for joining in. It was a really nice time. It was a short meeting, but I enjoyed your company. And I hope the same from your side. Let's meet up in the COTS management class on 23rd January. Hoping to see all of you there. Atma, Namaste. Special thanks to Nasreen Auntie, Marcus, Kulvinder Ji, and everyone who joined up for helping me and for giving testimonials. Atma, Namaste.
It's our pleasure, sir. We want most of the people to take advantage of your teachings.
All the teachings come from the teacher,
Yeah.
from Master. Let us salute the teacher from the core.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely, sir.
The session is over. Thank you all for joining in.
Thank you, thank you.